Hey there, personal finance students. It's tax time, and I want to go over the percentage method for calculating your withholdings and taxes and whatnot. So in this example, I'm actually going to be doing problem number 13, and you're required to do problems 14 and number 4, but essentially 13 is 14, 3, and 4 are all really the same type of problem. And you need to, in all of them, figure out the allowance amount, the taxable wage, and then the amount withheld for federal income tax. But it requires this information up here on page 130, and basically how you do it. So let's go through an example. So question number 13. It says Bob is single, earns $792.02 each week and claims 1 allowance. Okay, so first thing you do is you figure out the allowance amount, and I'm literally following these steps on this side. How you do that is you take the number of allowances, allows, times $63.46. That's what it was when this book was published, so that's what we're going to use for now. Obviously, 1 times 63.46 is 63.46. Then what you do is you take the taxable wage. To find the taxable wage, you take the gross pay, in this case is $792.02, minus the 63.46, and I have a calculator here, and I'm going to do everything with a calculator. 792.02 minus 63.46, and so the taxable wage each week is $728.56. Now, for problem 14, we've already figured out the allowance amount. That was A. I'm sorry, I'm using 13 as an example, but it's the same thing for problem 14. And for problem 4, you have to do all these steps to figure out how much is withheld. Part B says the taxable wage. Okay, we got that. So here's your allowance, here's your taxable wage, and then C, the amount withheld for federal income tax. This is where it gets a little more complicated. So you're going to use this table up here that I've already starred, and it says, first of all, figure out what your taxable wage is in what range. So if I'm at $728.56, that falls into this third category here. So the amount withheld each week starts out with $81.90 plus 25%, 0.25, of the excess over $645. So what I'm going to do is subtract $645 from this $728.56. So I subtract $645 because this $81.90, by the way, is 10% on the first $195, 15% on the excess over $195 up to $645, right? And it's a tiered system. And then 25% on everything above the 14 or up to 1482. So when I subtract that, I get 83.56. So $83.56 per week is going to be taxed at 25%. So I'm going to multiply 83.56 times 0.25, and then get $20.89, and I'm going to add that to the original $81.90. And notice I haven't rounded at all up to this point, and so I want to make sure I do it that way. And so that is 102.79. And essentially, that's what you have to do in problem 14. And in problem 4, but 4 just says, hey, give me the total withholding, but you actually need to figure out the allowance amount, and you have to figure out the total wage.